Hello everyone, welcome to Coffee with Father Brett. It certainly is the day for coffee, a hot drink. It's freezing out here, even in Durban it is cold. So for those of you in the interior, a little bit further inland, you must be really chilly. So get yourself a cup of coffee, snuggle up and get nice and warm, and we'll share some of the things that have been happening, some of the news that I think is good to be able to share with you. Right, I hope you've got your coffee or your tea. Yeah, you can have tea. Um, Maybe even in this cold weather you would want something stronger to keep you warm. But whatever you've got to drink, it's really good to have you with us. So, some things that I thought you might like to know about. First of all, we need to comment about the riots, the uprisings, the lootings of last week. Um, from what I gather, most of you are safe. Um, but we know that this has affected many people in our province and in Gauteng, of course. And perhaps some of you are going to be affected by the economic effects of this protest action. And so I would like you to know that while we may not directly have been affected, most of us, we understand and we are praying for all those who have been affected, directly or indirectly. And I'd like you to know that if there's anything we can do for you from the parish as a community, please do not hesitate to let us know. We want to help, we're here to help, and we can help as much as we can. We want to be able to at least assure you of our prayers and our support at this time. Really dreadful events that played out on our TV screens, in our streets, in our shopping centres over this last week. And as I said in my message in the bulletin, we are shocked and horrified by those scenes, and we condemn them. Violence is never the solution. It is never the way to address issues, whatever those issues may be. And we hope, we pray that all the tensions and problems will find a peaceful resolution. Obviously related is the COVID situation, isn't it? The restrictions. All along I have been very supportive of the government's efforts to restrict the spread of this virus. Unfortunately, I think these latest restrictions are, for us in the church, draconian, and I actually think there may be an ulterior motive. That 50 people can't gather for Sunday worship, I think is not right. My thinking is that if 50 can gather for a funeral, then why not for a Sunday Mass? Related, if gyms and restaurants are open, why can we not be open? So I would like to call on government to review these restrictions. I think that we here in the parish do a very good job of ensuring that all the regulations and guidelines are adhered to, and that we create a very safe environment for people to come and be together. There's social distancing, there's all the information taken down, there's temperature taken, there's sanitizing that happens, masks are worn. I don't think we could do anything more, and I think we do a lot more than places that are allowed to be open. And so I think there is an injustice here, and I think the law is being unreasonable. And so let us pray that the government rethink this for us. Let us hope that we can once again meet to worship. Dear friends, there's some other things, other bits of information that I'm sure you would like to know about. The first exciting bit of information is the date has been set for the installation of our new Archbishop. Archbishop Joachim will be installed at the cathedral in a very small ceremony on Sunday the 8th of August at 11 a.m. Obviously, because of COVID restrictions, it will be very small. It's not even going to be a mass. It will be done in a prayer service with only very few priests and bishops in attendance, and a representative of the laity in the chairperson of the Diocesan Pastoral Council. It's a bit sad that we can't all gather to welcome our new Archbishop, but it will be live streamed on the Archdiocesan website and YouTube channel, and we will supply those links as soon as we have them. And we encourage everyone to follow the ceremony on these different social media platforms. Yeah, we're sad that we can't have a big celebration to welcome him, but be assured that as soon as the COVID restrictions are eased, the diocese will be looking to have a mass of welcome and celebration. So this is a wonderful opportunity for us to see that there is a new way and a new start, and it's always good that. We thank God for the gift of the Cardinal and his ministry, but it's good to have a change and to have a different perspective and a new set of eyes and a new way. And so we're really excited about this. So I would encourage all of us to pray for the new Archbishop, to pray that he has God's wisdom, God's strength to deal with this new ministry. It's going to be tough, eh? It is hard work. But with all of us working together, praying together, we can really make this time a time of great renewal for us. So that's wonderful news to share with you. Other things that are going on, you know that on Monday night we started our Bible study course, Jesus, the way, the truth and the life. Can you believe we had nearly 100 people online? People from our parish, but people from other parishes, some not even Catholic. And it was wonderful to see so many faces, so many people participating in this really excellent program. It's a 10-week program looking at different aspects of the scriptures. And so the first session was about the context, the culture, the environment, the situation of Jesus. How did Jesus find himself in a country that was occupied by Roman forces? And as a Jew, what was the effect? What effect did that have on him? And so that was the first session, the context of Jesus. And obviously the context then of where the scriptures come from. And it was really very, very interesting. The series is produced by Ascension Press, who do wonderful work in producing programs that are really educational and helpful in developing our faith. So if you were online and joined in, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. If you haven't yet registered, you haven't joined, you haven't become part of a group, please feel free. You've only missed one. You're welcome to join up before next Monday's session and become part of this new program. Also on Thursday, last night, the Grief Share program, which helps people deal with loss, that began its first session. And we had a number of people who came on board following the death of someone they've loved, either a spouse or a child, some also parents. And it looks like it's going to be a wonderful way to accompany people and to help them to face the challenges of their loss and move through to a more peaceful place. So I'd ask that you pray for them, pray for the team that's leading this. It's their first time, but also pray for those who are doing the course, that they will find peace and comfort and consolation. That would be great. I'd appreciate that very much. Then, some of you may not know, Father Pierre on Saturday night was admitted to hospital. So at 2 o'clock I took him to Entebbe Hospital with abdominal pain. After 4 hours, which was cold and really, long, he was admitted, and on Sunday afternoon they did an operation for a strangulated hernia. It all went well, and according to the surgeons everything was good, and so he came back on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon? He's a little tender and a little grumpier than usual, but he is making progress. So just to keep him in your prayers, if you wouldn't mind, and to thank all of you who did pray for him while he was in hospital. But he's making good progress, so that's great. So talking of Father Pierre and old people, I better be careful, hey Merle. This Sunday is the World Day for grandparents and the elderly. The Pope declared the 4th Sunday of July to be an annual remembrance of older people, the older people in our communities, in our society, in our families. I think the Holy Father had a sense of the challenge this has been, the pandemic, the lockdown, on many of the elderly people. So many elderly people have been isolated and alone. And if you are one of them, we understand how difficult this has been for you. We are meant to be a community. We are meant for relationship. And I think older people have a special need to be listened to be helped, to be cared for. And many of the elderly people in our communities have found lockdown, the lack of visit, the lack of care, to be something that has made their lives truly, truly difficult. Of course, we've tried as much as we can to keep in contact with people who are older and alone. We've certainly remembered them in our prayers and in our celebrations of Eucharist. I think the Holy Father wants us to make a real effort to recall these older people, to pray for them, and to make some kind of effort to reach out. The Holy Father suggests visiting, but of course for us at the moment here in South Africa that really is difficult, and we're discouraged from visiting. And so I would encourage us to send messages, to get on the phone, to call elderly people, our grandparents if they are still alive, at this time, to make an effort to connect with them. It really is important. The Pope points out that these older people are the wisdom of our families, of our communities. They are a rich source of history and culture. They give us a sense of where we're from. Many of them have helped our own personal faith, have given us faith, and it is good for us to think about them and to pray for them and to care for them in some sort of way. So I would really encourage each of us to make a special effort on Sunday, but in the days that are following, to remember the elderly, to remember our grandparents, and to, if they're deceased, to pray for them, and if they're still around and we know those older people in our communities, in our families, to make an effort to say hi and check up on how they're doing. We will give a special blessing at Mass online on Sunday to all our grandparents and elderly folk, so I hope you will be there to join us. The last thing I'd like to draw your attention to is the Club 100 and Club 50. This is a fundraising effort. We know finances are tight, and they're tight here in the parish, of course, too. But we thought we would have a fundraising effort to try and help the parish meet its obligations, but also to give us an opportunity to win something. And so we've established these clubs. So the 100 Club is to have 100 Rand a month over these next 6 months till the end of the year. So that's either 600 Rand in a lump sum or 100 Rand a month. And at the New Year celebration, hopefully we can do that, we will have a draw, and there will be 3 prizes. And they really are good. And in fact, the more people that come on board, the bigger the prize, because it's a percentage of what we collect. The 50 Club will do exactly the same, except it's 50 Rand a month, therefore 300 Rand over the 6 months. I really ask that you look at the information about this and that you get on board and get friends and family to be part of our 100 Club or 50 Club. The way to do it, make a deposit into our bank account, send proof of payment, you'll get a number, and you'll be entered into the draw. I've joined the 100 Club. I'm hoping that I have a bit of luck, but it'd be good if all of us can participate and share and get other people on board. This could be a really, really positive way of helping one another in our community. So don't miss out on the information, and don't miss out on the possibility of winning big. And the more there are, the bigger we win. Good. So that's all that there is for the rest of this morning. I hope you keep warm. My coffee's gone a little bit cold now because I was talking. I forgot about it. I'm going to bung it in the microwave and heat it up. Take care of yourselves, keep warm, bundle up, and keep warm and keep safe too. We look forward to seeing you again soon. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.